Buddy, Hammerhead here again. Apologize if it's a little dark, but this is the best lighting I can get right now. So anyway, down to business. So today the Bruins won 2-1 against the Carolina in Game 3. Now we're up 2-1. But as many people had heard, out of nowhere earlier technically today, but hours before the game, Tuukka Rask, the starting goalie and in my opinion, one of the best goalies in the league, decided to opt out and go back home, which I don't know which he means either his country or his Boston. It's probably Boston, and be with his family. And now Halak is going to take over for the rest of the playoffs. So when I found out, I found out because I was just surfing stories on Google. I always check out stories. So I'm like, okay, dad. And I stopped and I froze and I went wide-eyed. I was like, what? And I said that probably 5 times, and every time I said it, it would get louder and louder. And then the first 5 sentences I read out loud, kind of screaming like, and I just couldn't believe that he would decide in the middle of a playoff series, in the middle of the Stanley Cup playoffs, not the middle of some exhibition games round robin, not in the middle of like the time before this restart happened. This is in the middle of the freaking playoff series. Up to 2. They were 2 games in, just about to get into a third, and you decide to opt out and join your family. Sorry about that. There we go. I talked with my father about it. I'm going to try to get an interview with him before some stuff. And he said, he put it out perfectly. Look, Franny, I wouldn't have held it against Tuukka if he had decided to opt out and the fans wouldn't have held it against him if he had opted out before the restart. And they wouldn't have held it against him if he had decided to opt out in maybe the round robin. But everyone is going to hold it against him now, and because of some comments he made where he's just trying to have fun and everything, and some other comments that he had made after game 2, and everyone was questioning his dedication. And now this totally looks like a lack of dedication. I mean, how the hell is he going to even be a Bruin next year? That is the biggest question on my mind. Will Tuukka Rask be in the black and gold next year? Because how the hell are the team gonna mesh again? Because I can't imagine how the team feels. How out of nowhere their starting goalie just decides to, okay, bye, in the middle of the playoffs here. That shows a lack of dedication beyond belief. Even though yes, it is good to be with his family, but I mean, come on. It's in the middle of a playoff series, man. You had a chance to opt out before this restart. You had a chance to opt out in the round robin, and you decided not to. You decided to stay. You decided to work. You decided to be with your team in a chance to win the cup. My father said, all the guys are going to say, okay, we support him, but deep down, but that's not going to be their real. Those are going to be the fabricated statements and everything. If that's not how they're really going to feel, and we're not going to find out about how they really felt probably until 5 years from now and everything. But really, it's just unbelievable. And this showed. We were a much better team with Halak. With Tuukka, it was like, it was. We played with more hunger. We played with more fight. We played with much better defense. Because the team could rally around Halak. They couldn't rally around Tuukka because they didn't know whether or not he was staying or going, or wanted to be here, I'd imagine. They knew what was already going on in between from Game 1 and Game 2, and in the round robin probably. And we just hadn't heard about it until the playoff series started. So these problems were already probably embedded in the team. And now it finally showed, and in a way, it's now, okay, You don't want to be here? Okay, we're going to rally around Halak, a guy who wants to be here, who wants to work hard, and wants to win a cup. So, as again, will he be they better find a way. If there's no way they can, like, fix it with the team for next year, I don't know if Tuukka's going to be a Bruin. I really don't know. Because you just don't say, oh man, I'm sorry about that. If they don't win, if the Bruins don't win the cup, I doubt that any of the players will ever forgive him. I really, that's what I believe. I don't know if that, I'm not saying that's definitely what they'll feel, but in my opinion, if in hockey, you rally around your goalie. Your goalie is one of your leaders, usually. And when a goalie decides to quit, which is I've had happen before, and I've had to chew them out in the middle of a game, and your team kind of deflates. But when you know you have that goalie is in there fighting for you, wants to give they'd give you your blood, they'd give you your sweat, they'd give up their body. But if you don't know that, then you don't feel like you're fighting for something. So, those are my feelings, those are my sentiments. And, I really do want us to win the cup in a way to stick it to, Tuukka. And you guys saw me in my interview the other day. I'm a big Tuukka supporter, but now I don't know if I can support Tuukka after this. I mean, there's one thing to call him choker, but now it's like, okay, does he actually care? I don't know anymore. I don't know if I'm a Tuukka fan anymore. I think he lost me. So, those are my sentiments. As I said, my sentiments, my feelings. And, can't wait to see you guys again. Oh yeah, upcoming video. I'm going to be interviewing Coach Yancey in another sports debate. You guys loved the first one, so I'm giving you another one. Gotta do what works, and we'll do what's good.